We're rounding into the weekend here with a strangely quiet front for Season 3 and the content side of Black Ops 6 and Warzone. Why do I say this? Well, it looks like by all accounts so far that Season 3 Reloaded should be coming this next week, but we've yet to see anything official revealed. So today I want to round into the weekend with you talking about what you can expect to see in the coming days for all three main experiences in Call of Duty: Black Ops 6 multiplayer, zombies, and then Warzone. So drop your thoughts as we go along. What are you looking forward to in particular with Season 3 Reloaded, if anything at all? Drop a like if you enjoyed the video, and make sure to subscribe for more Black Ops 6 and other FPS coverage. Got a really cool video I'm excited to share with you guys next week, so we'd love to have you around. But for now, let's get into it. So again, no immediate reveal has happened just yet, which is interesting because marketing usually is about a week out from whenever an update ends up happening. Still seems like, again, by all accounts, it's going to be on the 1st. Perhaps it's possible that it might not be, but the way things are detailed in the reveal blog up until that point and what we've seen elsewhere, it makes me think that it's still going to be. But with maybe the operations going around with Major 3 right now, maybe it's one of those things where they're not necessarily mutually exclusive, but they don't want to take away any eyes away from the event, even if it's just for a little bit, while they end up revealing the Season 3 content. But what's interesting is that PlayStation's database has been updated with the Season 3 Reloaded update, so it would indicate that, again, it is coming at some point, likely next week. This type of update only happens when an update is imminent, so while it's not installable until a later date, it does look like next week again kind of fits that bill. But interestingly, while nothing has been officially revealed for the mid-season update in particular, we do have a lot of leftover content that we can take a look at that is going to be coming with mid-season, kind of giving us a first look at the seasonal update without having to have a full reveal, elaborating further on things. So for multiplayer, let's start there. Multiplayer, we end up having maps of Haven, Signal, and Blazetown coming with the mid-season update. Haven is a 6v6 map that's a KGB safe house set in 1991, and from the map layout provided, it looks to be a more mid-range combat map, offering some lines of sight with a central courtyard, but snipers might not have the best time here for this one. It seems a bit more condensed compared to some maps that may be a bit more open. Signal is a 2v2 gunfight map or face-off 6v6, so this is going to be a strike map, meaning it's quite hectic with 6v6, but still very playable. From the looks of the overview of the map, it's pretty straightforward, a sort of tug-of-war map minus two portions. Number one, there's a side area that's symmetrical, and number two, the fact that you can swim underneath the map for a flank route. Now, obviously, this is a bit more predictable of a spot, like the rooftop of Bullet. It's not a super flank that might catch anybody off guard, but it is interesting that while going underwater, you're going to have a little bit of those strange encounters that you might not be able to get the shots off because of water physics in this game, and you might be out of reach where it's a mutually, hey, I'll see you on the other side type of thing. But then Blazetown is going to be a thematic reskin for Nuketown, similar to what we saw with all the variations last year with Shipment. I wouldn't be surprised if this is the first of many we see within Black Ops 6. Perks, we're going to see one additional one here added to the arsenal, Vendetta, which is an event reward and a recon perk 2 perk. This will allow you to, on respawn, mark your killer's last known position for a short duration, where you'll get a bonus for eliminating that enemy once you come back, and the Vigilance perk counters this being marked by Vendetta. So it is one of the things that offers a bit of some outplay mechanics, or revenge mechanics. Maybe not outplay is the best word for that, but it is something that you can hard counter as well. For modes, we end up having Joint Operations, which is going to be a mosh pit of a couple of different modes. This is going to be Head Stash, which is TDM, Inhalation, which is Domination, Hotbox, which is Hardpoint, Very High Target, which is HVT, and Munchies, which is Kill Confirmed. All of those will be in a mosh pit with 5 different varieties of game-changing effects. Things like double health, low gravity, visual hallucinations, and third-person perspective are all going to be a part of that. So those will be there for the limited time modes, part of the what is likely going to be, making sense, the 420 or the Blaze of Glory event that will be sort of overarching for the entire experience. For your weapons, you're going to have one additional main weapon added in, and then one additional weapon attachment as well that we know of. I wouldn't be surprised if we do end up seeing one or two come as a surprise update here, that they add a little more, but I'm also not going to bank on that being the case. This is a sort of lackluster offering for weaponry at a mid-season by comparison to recently that it makes me think maybe there's a chance for a surprise, but at the same time, I don't think we should count on that. The Ladra, though, is detailed as a full auto submachine gun with extreme rate of fire, excellent range, and low recoil. Headshots can help offset the lower base damage. So this is super high firing, but again, that's a sort of compensation factor for a low damage per round. And if this weapon looks familiar, it kind of should if you've been around for long enough. It's the Spectre from Black Ops, like the original Black Ops, which I can definitely appreciate because this is the first time we've seen the Spectre reintroduced into another Call of Duty game, which with how many guns we've seen have multiple iterations across COD history, to bring one back that hasn't had any reintroduction is pretty cool. A bit of a unique opportunity there to bring something from way back in the day back into the fold. Now, the weapon attachment you'll see at mid-season is the Goblin Mark II 7.62 mini rocket conversion. There's not a whole ton that details specifics about this, but it is something that, one, will be an event reward, and two, will be something that I'm imagining is akin to the S6 Stingray from Black Ops 4, if you guys remember that weapon. That was a sort of splash damage weapon that was very good if you landed your shots, but it was very beneficial for maybe pushing somebody out of cover or something like that. So that is something we'll see again. Now, the one thing in regards to weaponry that we don't know of, but I would very much so hope we see, is that of blueprint swapping or blueprint mixing. This was something that was supposed to come at the launch of Season 3, then didn't. Then it was said to be pushed back into the season by the COD Updates Twitter, which we haven't seen anything about this since. So the next major update may very well be that next best point we see it introduced at. So we'll have to wait and see. Zombies, there's a little bit, not a whole ton, but a little bit. You have these Zombies Snacks LTM, which is going to be like the other LTMs for zombies, offering some variation into how you play the mode itself. And then the content side of things will introduce the field upgrade of Frost Blast, or reintroducing rather, because we have seen that in prior Zombies experiences. Warzone is going to get significant changes here with the mid-season update as well. The one that I'm personally looking forward to, having a reason to jump back in and grind out, which haven't done for quite some time in Warzone, if I'm honest with you, is ranked play in Verdansk. We've had, of course, ranked resurgence all of last year, and then a little bit here within Urzikstan before we got the return of Verdansk, but ranked play is one of those things that in Verdansk, whenever we had it, I really wanted something like that back in 2020, 2021. I thought that if we would have had a ranked play back then when I was already no-lifing, I truly would have. It'd be problematic how much I was playing the game. So I'm excited to jump in and play ranked play on Verdansk now, giving a bit more weight to the gameplay itself. Personally speaking, again, maybe you don't feel that way, totally fine. Map updates, we're going to see a few of those. We're going to have the roaming train coming back here, which is definitely nice, offering a bit of some loot right off the rip, but might be a highly contested area if you do drop in immediately on that. Other map locations opening up. Train station's interior is guaranteed to be an update we have here with this. And it's something that might be pretty nice to hear about because chances are, if you are somebody that has been playing a lot of Verdansk, you may have noticed like the scavenger contract taking you to a box that you can't actually access within the train station, or you end up hearing the loot already on the other side of a wall. So the game has that update ready, it's locked off currently. It's also mentioned that we'll have redacted things opening up as well, which would kind of appear to be Stadium opening up at mid-season as well. So that'll be cool. One thing I'm also kind of expecting is they detailed redacted content, which is Easter eggs already out there for Verdansk, but I'm assuming this is also going to reintroduce like bunker key cards and opening those up as well. So that'll be cool. Ascenders will start to roll out in full to Battle Royale. More high-value loot zones are going to be added. Specialist bonus is going to be returning for Battle Royale. You can get it within Plunder right now, but in Battle Royale, you'll start to see that. You have the returning loot of the Portable Decontamination Station and the Bunker Buster Streak, and then the contracts of the Big Game Bounty, which, again, marks the highest killing player in the lobby, but then gives you the Advanced UAV when you complete it. And then the Roaming Recon contract will be available on the train at mid-season as well. So that's the content itself. The final thing's kind of like holding it all together, the glue touching every aspect here of what we see for multiplayer, zombies, and Warzone are the events. Interestingly, we haven't had anything fully detailed about them, but we did have them mentioned in the blog briefly, and then you'll see them also within the roadmap that we had for the Season 3 launch. But if they're just like the two we had within Season 3 so far, and the timing is symmetrical here where we have the same amount of time after the mid-season update, which it looks like we should, it should then fill out the rest of the events for Season 3. This being the Blaze of Glory event, a 420 themed one, though launching a little after that point, as we can clearly could tell, being a week after 420 if that's something that we see Season 3 actually revealed on Monday. And then the COD Endowment Got Your 6 event, which we don't know what these will entail. Obviously, we have the inferences of the Blaze of Glory. We end up seeing the 420 events with Blaze Town, the joint operations, and stuff like that. But the code event, that could be anything that's associated with it. We don't know if it's an XP-based event, challenge-based event, if there's a bundle where the proceeds go to the COD Endowment, but those will be introduced here on the back half of Season 3. So that is everything that we know of right now for Season 3 Reloaded and what you can expect coming over the next couple of days into the next couple of weeks with Season 3 Reloaded and beyond. But just want to fill you guys in. So let me know your thoughts down below. Anything in particular you're looking forward to out of what we just listed, anything we may have missed, feel free to drop your thoughts. If you enjoyed the video, you found it at all insightful, do me a favor, drop a like on it. And of course, if you are new to the channel, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss a single thing regarding all things Black Ops 6 and other FPS content. I'd love to have you in the community. For now though, thanks so much for watching. Mine has been Espresso. I'll see you later. Take care and peace.